now, here we go, here we go, here go God, here go God. So Pharaoh's now, okay, now I'm gonna let him down for you. Next time when he came back, what happened? The hands was broken, the feet was broken, and it was just shattered to pieces. This is just everything. It's just broken. Amen. Can y'all agree with me that it was all gone? It was just jacked up. How many times have we tried to put God in the place where there's devils at? And God have knocked some devils down, knocking some devils down simply to make folks get mad at you. Make folks not like you. Arguments break up. And you trying to pick that God back up, and another argument break up, and you pick things back up, and another argument break out. Then you get cussed out, and your feelings get really hurt because you're trying to put God's promises where demonic activities are. And God said it can't work that way. So what happens is, then the next phase is God vexed the people with emeralds, which is hemorrhoids. If anybody know what hemorrhoids are, that are very painful and right, you know, look, she lifting her hand like she know what hemorrhoids is. But a lot of time, pregnant women knows what hemorrhoids are, because especially when they're having their babies and whatnot, a lot of time when they're pushing their babies, or they're carrying their babies, or the babies are low on their bottom, or pressing on the bottom part of their stomachs or their bodies, and a lot of times it causes the hemorrhoids to flare up, or even sometimes in pushing their babies, the hemorrhoids push out, and sometimes the doctors have to push them back in, and it hurts. And then if you eat anything, men know what hemorrhoids are. That's some of you men that can't eat nothing pepper. If you eat anything pepper, when you pass it out, it hurts.
Oh, God.
I'm heard. What it is it's not a disease. It's not a disease or STD. It's simply nothing but a blood vessel that's right under the skin. And all it is a swollen blood vessel that is swollen. And a lot of times when we eat pepper and spicy things, and it inflames it, because the membranes of the rectum is not that thick. Because that causes sensitivity to cause the blood vessels to move, to cause the muscles to react. Because guess what? If the muscle doesn't react, you won't pass the bottle. See, I thought going to learning biology and learning scientific, with science, you know, and stuff wasn't going to help us. It does. You know, it does. And even if you notice a lot of things, a lot of times, even with medication, if you go in the bathroom and you lift up your tongue after church, go in the bathroom and lift up your tongue after church, you'll find a little small membrane that covers a whole bunch of vessels under your tongue. If you want medicine to get into your system, don't swallow it. Put it under your tongue and let it dissolve. It'll get into your system faster than if you swallow. Because what happens is once you swallow it, it now got to go into a battle zone with the acid in your stomach before it can go into your body. If you want that pure to get into your system, put it under your tongue. If you suffer with a pain, a toothache or anything, put that. Why do you think when you suffer with toothache, they got that oral gel and stuff? Because your mouth has got a lot of membranes, blood-like membranes with a lot of vessels. And all they want you to do is just rub it on their gums, and it'll get into that bloodstream faster. And once it gets to the blood, it'll cause the pain to start subsiding, minimizing the pain, right? Like last night, my tooth that I broke to the back was aching me. It only aches me at night. So last night I ran in the bathroom and I got this new little Q-tip, oil gel Q-tips. You break the end and it leaks out the other side. Well, mine don't leak out the other side because I guess I got the extra gel. So I got you know, I have to blow in so it can all, you know, gel up in the bottom, and you take it and you just rub it all right here. And then, and while I'm rubbing, all of a sudden the pain is here. Why? Because the tooth is broken, right? So I can stick the Q-tip inside the tooth. So it's broken. So I'm now attacking the nerve. That is being agitated. So what I'm saying is this: a lot of times is we're allowing things. We are like a membrane. We're allowing things to get so close to us that we don't even have to partake of it. But because it's next to us, it's now becoming us. It's not, that's where we get familiarity. It's now becoming us because it had practiced us. And one thing you have to understand, a demon and a devil will never ever come against you until he or she have learned you. A devil never comes and attaches itself to you until he have now learned you. And one thing about the devil, he watches out to see your weakest moment. He studies you out to see your weakest moment. And some of us don't have enough God sin to learn and start maximizing the moment and study the devil's technique. Why? Because the Apostle Paul said, my brothers, I would not have you ignorant of Satan's devices. Amen. God, Paul said, I'm not going to have you ignorant of Satan's devices. You have to study. 2 Timothy says, study to show thyself approved, that a workman need not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the words of truth, studying, mastermizing the moment. Amen. So watch this. So he was vexed them with hemorrhoids, which is hemorrhoids. They had swollen membranes of the intestines. That's very uncomfortable to see. If you ever watch the commercial when they had the ladies on the commercials and the men on the commercial talking about I have inflamed hemorrhoids, and you know, and they say they tell you try something, whatever the name of that cream is, and preparation H commercial and stuff. That's just for rashes and jewelry breakouts and bites and stuff. That's also for hemorrhoids and stuff because it causes them not to sit comfortable. Some of you right now that are not comfortable in the areas that you're sitting in life, it's because you have placed two gods in the same area. If your life right now is not comfortable, it's because it might be there is too many gods in the same area. You got God that you really love, but then you have Dagon that you're trying to hold on to because it had produced some things for you. And you're trying to hold on to it, and while you're trying to hold on to it, what's happening is God is knocking it down and you keep picking it up. Knocking it down, you keep picking it up. Knocking it down, you keep picking it up. Knocking it down, you keep picking it up. So what God has to do before he destroy you, he destroy the God that you have. You ought to celebrate God for that. God could have left Dagon standing and destroyed the Philistine. But he destroyed their God. That's right. Why did he destroy it? To show us that whenever we put other things as a superior being next to the superior being, come on now, sir. He says, what I'll do is I'll knock it down. Because if I did it for the Philistine, then I got to do it for my chosen piece. Because the Philistines are the enemies of God. That's right. So God said, if I do it for my enemy, then I must do it for my children. So God said, quit picking up what I've already knocked down. Y'all quiet. At least the 1%, or half of this 1% ought to be rejoiced. It's because what God does is he breaks up the God and leaves you godless on the earth realm, but leaves you God-full on the solid realm. Do you know that God has given you authority over 9 kingdoms? My people perish because of lack of knowledge. Watch this. I can challenge you in this room. If you will quit spending quality time looking at TV all day. Why do you think the apostolic faith, when apostolic faith came up on the scene, they always downgraded the TV and downgraded TVs and radios and a lot of stuff? It's because you know what they wanted? They was trying to produce a quality time spent with God. When the holiness movement came into our country and stuff, you know, even the Church of God in Christ, they tell you, you couldn't go to the movies. You couldn't watch TV. Because you know why? Because all of that was it was infiltrating your floodgates. It was messing with your 5 senses. It was jacking up your spirit so to the place. Now y'all know I'm telling the truth because at the one time we looked at the young and the restless and the search for tomorrow and all my children and stuff. You know, people lived their lives for that. You know, and then before VCRs came out and stuff, they'll cause like, child, what's going to be at work? What happened? What happened on the young and restless? And you know, when we was in school, elementary school, our teachers used to run to the teacher's lounge. Tell you, do this paperwork, and they'll run to the lounge. They'll be standing there waiting for the principal, and then the principal come and they'll go back to like they printing something, and they'll go back to the classroom. You know you weren't printing nothing. You was watching the young and the restless. And then they'd be outside there, child, she did this, and she did that. He did this, and he did that. Right. And then what happened now, then when cable came,